We back at it again with another Boy Dude reviews. This one is about the PV that we reacted to, where we get to see Jinmu versus Goto Ryuji. What are his thoughts about this? I want to hear some crazy theories.
Wow, I am so shocked by these preview scenes. Warning, heavy spoilers for Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9, you have been warned. Go check out my full review for that episode, which really got very emotional. I just don't understand why the 2,600 people hated it. Not everyone.
Boring. I don't want to see my man crying. Crying is for pussies and losers. I am a true Giga Chad, Sigma Giga Chad. I eat lunch alone at school. I don't cry. I do cry because no one invites me to hang out.
Every episode needs to have action. We need to have a break sometimes. But while we wait for Saturday's episode, which will be the beginning of this Jeju Island arc, on Tuesday we actually got a preview trailer for the Jeju Island arc and 3 new preview images as well. Go check out my 2 videos on those. And mate, while they were very cool, oh my, we just got a new preview trailer for season 2 episode 2.
We watched that.
Just to let you guys know, I am an anime only. I do not know the future of the manhwa.
The title is so sick. We need a hero, and I think that's what Gogon he said at the end of the nearly 2-minute trailer that was hyping up Jeju Island raid, right? As soon as it panned to Jinmu. Oh man, this is definitely gonna be one of those like lesser priority setup, you know, build up episodes where we're not really going to the Jeju Island raid just yet, but it's like pretty much the last episode, right? It's like the last setup until we start fucking killing some ants.
To know the future of the manhwa, so try and avoid any spoilers unless you put a big spoiler warning alert on. That way me and anime onlys can avoid any future potential spoilers. The first scene we have what appears to be
Mr. Ma, and he's huge. The PV started by showing his toes, which is insane. Toe leveling. But I don't remember him being this tall, right? It's gotta be his powers.
What appears to be my Donwook of the Frame Guild and whole...
Excuse me?
Donwook? What appears to be my Donwook of...
Come on. Listen, when you say chai high in... I can understand that, right? It says H-A-E. It's obscure. It's ambiguous, right? It's Hain. But Korean to English, again, it's just so bad. When you say Guildmaster Choi, right? How could you ever know it's Che? It's Choi, but he's saying it Troy now, which I think is hilarious. But this is just M-A. This is Ma. How is this a my?
We have what appears to be my Donwook.
My dong, baby. This my dong.
Of the Frame Guild and holy moly.
Excuse me?
Donwook of the Frame Guild.
No, he's raging. No, he's rage bait. Oh, dude, the last video, he was so on point. He was so on point with the theories. I was like, cook, brother, cook. Oh, he's going somewhere with this theory. Frame? My dong walk? Frame kit? Come on, brother.
And holy moly, dude got big. The last time we saw him, he was fighting off Yeonhu and he was about the same height as him. But now this dude has to be at least 12 feet tall.
Got a skill.
I think I'm starting to understand why my Donwook was specifically training with Yeonhu as Songjin Woo.
Every time he says my dong, listen, the other names, I just don't care, right? I think it's funny. But the fact that it's my dong, that's what I'm laughing at. I'm not laughing because I think that I'm a better person, that I know how to pronounce Korean words because I'm a Korean person, but it's just the fact that it's my dong. My dong.
He did say to himself that
my dong got big. Exactly. My dong did get big.
That's the rumors of Yeonhu transforming in battle are true. I feel like Yeonhu and my Donwook are the only S-rankers in Korea who have the...
I gotta read the comments. Dong. Anybody saying dong here in the comments? My dong? Anybody? Nobody made a comment about my dong, bro? Alright. Control Find is not picking up at anything.
The ability to transform. The next sequence, we have Yeonhu fighting the Eye Patch Man, and it does seem like this man...
And this is before his eyes goes red and he's coughing up blood, so I guess he got clapped up, huh?
It's being pushed to its limits. You see him activating his red eye. It does look like he has the ability to attack very quickly and ferociously, as we have a sequence of him fighting the dancer. So I do wonder if the eye patch man has the ability of super speed, accelerating all of his attacks.
I wonder if it has anything to do with blood, you know, like the concept of Gear 2 in One Piece, right? You're pumping up blood really fast. Luffy's rubber properties become a lot more like enhanced, right? Is he cooking up his blood? Is everything going faster here? I don't know.
Making it incredibly difficult for his opponents to defend themselves.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty that his mask just has all that fucking blood, bro. Maybe that's why. Maybe like no matter what, his fighting style causes like loss of blood, so it's out of courtesy to put this on. But bro, if I was Chai and I was fighting this shit, and she can smell even on bigger, like an even more significant way, right? She's so sensitive about the smell. This some nasty shit, bro.
I actually think he and Yonhu would make quite the duo when facing off against the Red Ants. With the addition of Dongwook being their shield, he could transform into way big and then just storm the Red Ants. Both Yonhu and Eye Patch Man could ride Dongwook into battle and then just go all out.
You want Beg to ride my Dong Big?
The animation feels
I'm forgetting his name. It's my Dong Wook.
very chaotic, which makes sense to me as Yonhu did request to be a free-for-all instead of a one-on-one, as they have to prepare to fight the Red Ants, who are these unknown deadly enemies. It would make sense to fight in a very chaotic way for them to hone in their skills.
Personally, I wanted clean 1v1 duels to see exactly who is better than the other without any questions to be asked, right? But in terms of, I guess, obscuring the power levels, because if you have like a battle royale free-for-all style, then other people are getting involved. Maybe someone's about to lose, but someone else gets in there, right? Kind of like muffles up, kind of like makes the power scale against ambiguous, so that you're not doing Team Japan or Team Korea dirty.
While also assess their surroundings and to be alert 100% of the time. We have Goto charging up his aura in front of what appears to be a not impressed Sung Jin Woo. The dude looks at him and then smiles, looking like he is not impressed with this man. And
Was that cocky? Let's see. Going back frame by frame. Looks like a nod of acknowledgement. It does look like a smirk. It does look a little rude. I thought that based on the previous pictures that like he was respecting of like, wow, these S-rank hunters in Japan, they're really good, but this one, there's some other vibes here.
looking like he is not impressed with this man. And then we have a close-up shot of Goto looking absolutely triggered, feeling absolutely disrespected by Sung Jin Woo.
Maybe.
Sung Jin Woo has never showed any of these guild masters any type of respect.
Why should he? I think that it's because he is unaware, right? I don't think he's intentionally trying to be rude. It's just, again, it's like he doesn't really know. He's unaware. He's never been in this position of power or clout or fame. So everything he does nonchalantly kind of like rubs other people in the wrong way.
Ignoring Troy, Yonhu, and even Goto. Sung Jin Woo is only here to become stronger. He isn't here to make friends or to form any type of alliance. The next thing we have Dongwook and Mr. Lim Tai-gyu, the guild master of the Reaper Guild. We don't know too much about this lad.
I thought that this guy was gonna be like a piece of shit based on like the lore of the Reapers Guild and how they got dismantled, and the whole theme of Reapers is kind of like shadowy. It's funny because Sung Jin Woo was literally the Shadow Monarch, and then the fact that he was like, you know, allowing the fucking A-rank Mr. Min, whatever that guy was, right, to have a huge press conference. I thought that he'd be a shitty guy, but he's honestly pretty chill. Based on the limited scenes that I had last episode, he was the one trying to kind of like chill people down. He seems like a pretty down-to-earth, you know, relaxed guy, so great.
Other than in the Tuesday preview trailer for the Jeju Island arc, he had a very similar fighting style to Chai Hai in The Dancer, just the way he was moving in that trailer.
I think that this is a limitation of barehanded combat. Rather than their fighting styles being the same, it's just nobody really has their own signature weapons or different things, so they're all just kind of fighting with their hands. Hayden kind of had the hands, you know, like there's like blades. This guy seems to have some stuff going on in his fingertips, and I think there was some projectile purple beam stuff being shot out before too.
That trailer very elegantly with sophistication, like he's dancing in a way. Both him and the dancer seem awfully close, so I wonder if they trained together when they were younger.
You never know.
Speaking of the dancer, we cut to both her and Yeonwoo. Bloody hell, mate, how tall is Yeonwoo? He is towering over her.
He is.
I feel like the two of them are talking about either Goto or Sung Jin-woo.
Maybe both.
In Tuesday's preview image, we see the two of them standing next to each other.
They gotta be shocked at the Goto Ryuji versus Sung Jin-woo fight.
Looking in absolute shock over what they are seeing. I think the reason why Yeonwoo is smiling is that he is quite eager to see the duel between Goto and Sung Jin-woo. As the next shot, we have these two demons going absolutely crazy in this sequence.
I'm sure that the animation is not gonna be anything like, you know, Jinwoo versus Baran, right? This is definitely it's like not a priority episode. It's setup. It's just hyping up what's gonna happen in the raid. So I hope that the spar is still decently well animated, but I don't think you guys should get your hopes up this being like an insane Sasuga out of our mind fight.
Absolutely crazy in this sequence. Mate, I am not surprised at all with the shocked looks on their faces on Tuesday, because if what they are seeing is this sequence of Goto charging towards Sung Jin-woo, then they have every reason to be dumbfounded, because what is this sequence, mate? Look how dynamic it is. Look how fast-paced it is. I was not expecting an animation sequence like this in the trailer. My theory was correct. I did theorize that Sung Jin-woo and Goto may end up fighting, and here they are.
I hope that it was gonna happen. I was worried that they would kind of cuck us, not show it at all, and just have them stare each other down and measure each other's aura, but it's looking like we get an actual spar. But here's the thing, and I said this in the trailer reaction too, he is probably underestimating Jinwoo based on this little scrap. Because again, Jinwoo can fight by himself, but his army, it's not present. So we are extremely nerfed in terms of what we can actually do. I'm sure Goto himself is not going all out, but I don't think he's like a necromancer like us. So I think that he's probably gonna get the upper hand, maybe keep it close, maybe have an assumption about Jinwoo that, he's not that cool, he's not that powerful, he's all right. Kind of have the, like, you know, underdog setup so that when the Jeju raid happens, Jinwoo can pop off on Kaisa, arise, all our, you know, soldiers show up, and maybe he can witness that and be like, oh fuck, I did not realize how powerful he really was.
An animation sequence like this in the trailer. My theory was correct. I did theorize that Sung Jin-woo and Goto may end up fighting, and here they are going absolutely crazy. But Sung Jin-woo seems to be dodging a lot of his attacks.
Minus aura. Oh, my goat making this kind of face? It can't be. Don't tell me this is the way it is. The face does look, you know, kind of shocked, right? That this definitely is minus aura. But there's nothing wrong with losing aura. Like, this is Goto Ryuji, right? He's a fucking drawn sword guild master. He's cracked out of his mind too, so you gotta show some respect there.
More or less confirmed by Yeonwoo, this sparring match seems to be...
Yeah, imagine people dislike Brigade this shit based off of that one frame. People start rage baiting with that one frame on Twitter and saying, this your goat? My goat would never make that kind of face.
More hand-to-hand combat than anything else. So Sung Jin-woo may not be able to awaken his Shadow Warriors.
Exactly.
But that's okay, because this guy is an absolute beast. Because look at the way he was fighting the Demon Monarch Baron.
Absolutely right. He is capable in 1v1 fights, but again, no daggers. I feel like the lack of weapons definitely nerfs both Goto and Jinwoo. But again, just to kind of show, Goto will not be aware of how capable Jinwoo actually is in these spars.
Baron, he didn't even use his Shadow Warriors. He was fighting with his bare hands. I think Jinwoo is just playing with Goto. I think the reason why he's dodging a lot is to try and assess his powers and try and find an opening to attack. Holy moly, that was intense. The main title of the episode, We Need a Hero, is
so hype, bro. Because Gogun, he said that at the end of the Jeju Ant Raid arc trailer, right? And clearly the hero is Sung Jin-woo.
Quite interesting. Sung Jin-woo is usually the one to be announcing these title lines, like when he told the Demon Monarch Baron that looking up was tiring me out. So if Sung Jin-woo is the one to say we need a hero, what does
No. Jinmu is not the one. Remember, the trailer at the end, Gogan, he chairmaster of the Hunters Association, is the one that said it.
What does he mean by all this? Well, my theory as an anime only is that he is possibly referring to the public. That's Red Ant back in...
Is he rage baiting? Is he rage baiting right now? I can't tell. Because like in the beginning of today's video, my dong's wook, my dong frame guild. So like I don't know, because like, dude, in the trailer we watched the trailer. Jinmu said it. We need a hero. Jinmu didn't say it. Gogan, he said it. Maybe he just forgot. Yeah, maybe he just forgot.
In season 2 episode 8 created a lot of chaos. I feel like the general public are starting to lose faith in the S-rank hunters. They must be sitting there wondering, where were the hunters when those civilians needed them? There's possibly going to be some outcry towards the Hunter Association, looking to them for some sort of guidance and light. Maybe Sung Jin-woo is aware of the situation, and maybe in order to keep the hope alive, he requests that they need a hero, someone to show the public that, hey, we have the power, we can defeat the ant.
Nah, I think if anything, this is the last thing Jinmu would do. I think he's a very low-key guy. I don't think he wants a spotlight at all. In fact, he's probably not even going to accept the raid stuff because what's the point? What is the point of him going? His character arc that's been set up from the beginning is complete in terms of saving mom. Saved mom, let's just chill at home and take care of our own, right? And if you look at the PV scenes, the trailers that actually shows the S-rank hunters at Jeju Island, you don't see Jinmu. You see everyone else but Jinmu. And think about it like this too. Would it be fun for the hero to show up immediately? No! You need Saitama. You need, like Shadow from Eminence in Shadow to show up at the very end after all the side characters have struggled, after all the side characters have fought and, raised the threat level. To see it from their perspective of how just terrorizing the opponents are. At that point, the real hero shows up at the very end, right? This is the hype formula, saves the day, and boom, everyone just goes, holy shit, soul leveling Pog. So I think that Jinmu's gonna show up at the very end, right? There's no way he goes in the beginning. Story-wise, there's no reason for him to go in the beginning. I just wonder what's it gonna take for him to go. It's like maybe we could threaten him and say like, hey, if you just fuck around here at home, bro, yeah, you're not in danger and you're just kind of taking care of mom, but there's a chance that the ants are gonna arrive here if the raid fails. So like, bro, you gotta step up
and keep you safe. Maybe Sung Jin-woo agreeing to train with the S-rank hunters, it's for him to assess which person would make that hero out of all of them. I don't think Sung Jin-woo would want to be that hero, as the only reason why he is an S-ranker in the first place is to help his family out. I believe Sung Jin-woo is quite indifferent when it comes to humanity as a whole, but
True.
Maybe he would end up becoming that hero now that his mother is alive and well. Maybe his mom sees the news, she's like, there's so much chaos, wouldn't it?
Mom could be the one to say, Jinmu, go save them.
It'd be great if somebody could be that hero to bring hope to everyone.
Never thought about that.
Sung Jin-woo, just for his family, will end up becoming that hero. Maybe that is why they're doing the sparring match to begin with. Maybe the winner of this sparring match will become the face of all S-rank hunters, and they will be the symbol to anyone who aspires to be a hunter.
I don't know about that. It is quite impressive that half the video here, the theory, is based off of a misunderstanding. That's genuinely impressive. And I'm not like shitting on him. I'm just saying, damn, off of one misunderstanding of not understanding who said we need a hero line, he just cooked an entire theory there. That is impressive. It is. Now, there's some things I do agree with, like maybe the mom, bro. Maybe the mom is the one that's gonna be, Jinmu, you gotta go and help them. But I don't think we're doing some sort of, hero selection over here. I think that this is simply just like a little bit of an introduction to Japanese hunters, see how they measure up with the Korean S-rank hunters, get a little bit of aura farming from both sides, and that's pretty much it.
But what if the hero is not about Sung Jin-woo or any of the S-class rankers?
Let him cook.
The Hunter Association announced the 4th raid to Jeju Island.
Yeah.
The association president talked about how not only the S-rankers from their country, but Japan will also be taking part in the raid, and any A-ranker or below will be protecting the waters and mainland to protect the public. In that episode, we saw brief flashbacks of certain characters from the past, like the girl from season 1, episode 1, who ended up quitting being a healer as she was quite fearful. Some of the characters who ran away from Jinwoo,
that's right,
leaving him to die alone.
I like this guy though. He's one of the he did leave Jinwoo, but he's also one of the people that was the most like ethical about it, right? He stood there till the very end. This guy, I truly respect him, unlike that fucking Mr. Kim guy who's so useless that his sword was way better than him. At least we fucking used the sword to, you know, fight against that Casca dungeon and even threw it against the golem. He also like apparently coaches Chae-in in like martial arts.
You have that one glasses girl who was scared to fight alongside Hunter Kihon. And then you have Jinho and Jinha's best friend. Interesting, as we are seeing all the characters who at one point were very terrified and scared when they were facing off the demons and trying to get the mission done. Maybe this will be their time to shine and to...
No. Yeah, Jui gonna come out of retirement, bro? She gonna be the hero? Ah, shit. Come on now. If they're not S rank, they ain't doing shit at this point, right? That's the thing. And listen, that's one of the things about solo leveling that I don't like as much because of these absolute rankings. You know for a fact that there's no A rank and below that's gonna do anything at the Ant Raid, right? That's just how the power system works here. It's absolute, kind of like Danmachi, right? You can't just beat a level that's higher than you unless you have some significant buffs that get you to that point. I don't think any of these people, the group of fucking lackeys that we've seen in the past, are gonna do anything. If anything, they're probably just gonna watch their fucking TV screens as usual. We know who the hero is gonna be. It's gonna be Sung Jin-woo.
To redeem themselves. Who knows? We just got to wait and see. Overall, this was an amazing trailer, possibly the best episode trailer so far, with so much action.
Yeah, some people do enjoy that power system. I don't hate it. I'm just saying that's one thing I don't like about it. It's just that, you know, if that system wasn't there, and here's the thing that you guys are gonna think I'm crazy for this. Sword Art Online, Project Alicization, Season 3, Season 4 power scaling. I actually like it. Hear me out. Because there is no power scaling in that seasons, okay? The power scaling, the system is willpower. So like anybody, but here's the thing, anybody can pop off though. That's what I like about it, that anybody, if they truly believed enough, could pop the fuck off and have a great moment. Right now, only S ranks can, you know, pop off, right? So again, there's trade-offs. There's pros and cons of different power systems. You have a strict structure like in solo leveling that makes a lot of sense. That's very consistent. You also have SAO, which is all this bullshit where you just believe. And listen, imagine if Jui started popping the fuck off. Imagine, bro, just out of nowhere, she's like, nah, I'm an S rank fucking healer now. I'm gonna take over Byunggu. Like, that'd be crazy.
And intensity. I did not expect this amazing sequence of Goto versus Sung Jin-woo. I thought they would want to keep that a secret for the Saturday episode. Oh well, it was cool to see it nevertheless. I cannot wait for Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 10. But
that's
tell
right
me in the comments down below.
And that's pretty much it. Get hype for the most recent episode that's going to come out. This video will be up for obviously that. The reaction will be there. Try to catch it live on Twitch and Patreon if you can. And that's pretty much it. I think that this episode is probably not going to be the craziest episode. We're probably going to have a lot of fun spars. It's not going to be anything, you know, Sakuga out of our minds like we saw against Tusk or Baran. But still, should be a very fun episode. It's going to be very spicy. Because now we're going to be doing some comparisons, right? Of power scales, like how each other sizes up against each other. Please go check out A Boy Do Reviews video. Here's a link to the video. Go give it a like. I'll see you next time.